Skinny Hardaway Southern T back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all smash that like button for the boy when you roll on in. Skinny Hardaway Southern T. Okay. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, y'all could do your boy solid and smash that like button for your boy. Now we ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time with this particular EP this morning. I got another EP that I want to hit on that we may, take a little time on if we get to that thing. But the big news, the breaking news from yesterday was Deontay Wilder, the former WBC champ of the world, number one ranked heavyweight in the world. Deontay Wilder was arrested in Los Angeles, California, yesterday for possession of a weapon. Right, felony gun charge. True enough, but when you hear it on the surface, right, and then you really get down to exactly what happened, it's not as serious as it sounds. As you see, I put in the title, arrested and released, right? Although it is a felony charge, his intent, he wasn't deemed with intent with the weapon. He wasn't wielding the weapon, right? He didn't put anybody in danger. It was a traffic stop, and they discovered a gun, and the gun, happened to be Deontay Wilder. So Deontay Wilder, he went into the jail. They gave him a bond, and he got out. He'll have to return. He'll have to return on it. They have to return to court on it. But it's not anything that will force him to miss any time in the ring, and it's not anything that he's going to have to do any serious jail time behind. Deontay Wilder doesn't have a previous, violent jail record, gun record, right? So he was able to get out on the same day. And I don't know how it works exactly in California, right? But in Tennessee, the first time you get caught with a gun, whether it's loaded or not, you pretty much just pay your fine and they let you out of jail. Like you go in. Now they got a new 12-hour system, right, where you got to stay 12 hours. But for the most part, you just pay your fine and they let you go home, right? And that's pretty much what happened to Deontay Wilder in his situation. He was arrested in California on a gun charge. He went in, right, and he paid his bond and they let him go home. We've seen a lot worse cases than Deontay Wilder in his situation. You got people who want to harp on their word, right? That felony word. It's a felony gun charge. That's a felony charge. How could you just look over a felony charge, right? You know what I mean? But how big of a felony could it be, right? If you are given bond, I'm saying that again. How big of a felony could it be if you are given bond? If it was that bad, they wouldn't, like Deontay Wilder was a madman or a wild man. Like, these people, like some people want you to believe, right? He wouldn't have been given a bond at all. They clearly saw that, Deontay Wilder was sane enough to let him out with a bond the same day he got arrested, with his gun. If they thought he was a threat, to the world, they thought he was a threat to the world or to the people, he would have been in there, right? So they didn't deem him a threat or anything like that. He did have a gun. Well, let's really talk about it, right? But first, let me say what's up to everybody that's in the building. Shout out my girl Jazz. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Jazz. Glad you could make it if y'all could. When y'all roll up in the bed and hit that thumbs up for your boy, whether you here for a good time or a long time. Let YouTube know we live. You let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing. Let YouTube know that you in the place to be. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Salute my girl Jazz. Was good? BC TWT is in the building. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, fam. Glad you can make it. Shout out my guy BC, my guy Ray Buck. What's good, Ray Buck? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Ray. Glad you can make it, pimping. And my guy DS. What's good, DS? Top of the top to my Australian brother. Glad you can make it, sir. Glad you can make it. Right. But it's people out here who trying to paint Deontay Wilder as some sort of villain or, some sort of actual felon. Like, right, they harping on the, oh well, it is a felony charge. But how big, of a charge could it be if they let Deontay Wilder go? the same day that he went in, right? They didn't deem that man a threat to anybody. It was simply just a traffic stop. He went in the jail, and he got out, paid his bond, and he got out. Another incident, right? People want to talk about is the same situation, right? Deontay Wilder had he had marijuana on him, but let's hit on this for a second. Marijuana in California isn't the same as marijuana in some places. Marijuana is just about legal. You know what I mean? Marijuana is legal in multiple states. I feel like pretty soon it's gonna be legal in all states, or at least the states. Not at least the states. At least the states. You know, at least the states not on that Bible Belt. Type situation. My bad. At least all the states that's not on that Bible Belt, right? I think eventually we gonna be legal. We gonna be legal in all those states. But Deontay Wilder was in California, right? Weed is legal in California, right? Deontay Wilder does own, a weed dispensary. So for Deontay Wilder to have weed on him, not a surprise at all, right? For Deontay Wilder to be rolling around California, right? Home of gangland, without a gun, I'm not surprised, about that either. I actually would recommend, young black millionaire athletes, right, to have guns. I would actually, recommend young black men to have guns anyway, in America, right? Because everybody else does, right? Especially when you got something to lose, when you're in a position like Deontay Wilder, right? Or let's talk about it, because I noticed a lot of people, ain't really consistent in what's going on. I know it's a lot of people out here, who may have felt the way, or about John Morant and his situation with his gun, and who feel a little different about Deontay Wilder's situation and his gun, right? But see, I myself, when it happened to John Morant, I said the same thing that I'm saying now. John Morant is a young black millionaire athlete. You know what I mean? He better have him a gun, for protection. People see these guys and they see these guys as target. They see these guys as come ups. You know what I mean? So just like Deontay Wilder said, it's better to be safe than sorry. I said the exact same thing when it came down to John Morant. I'm glad that John Morant had a gun. Now John Morant should have taken the gun out, right? Just like Deontay Wilder should have, done a better job of maybe securing the gun, or maybe letting, having a security guard, right? But it's people who had so much to say, right? People who had so much to say when it was John Morant. People calling John Morant clowns. People was calling John Morant clowns. You know what I mean? Calling him stupid, right? Calling him ghetto. He want to be a thug and all that. Then you got the same people, Deontay Wilder, get caught with a gun, and nobody got nothing to say, right? I personally, I don't mind it either way, because it's the same situation. People go say, well, Josh showed his gun, right? Deontay Wilder, showed his gun. It was inside his car. Josh was inside, the club. Both people need the strap. Both people needed the gun. So I don't condemn either one of them for having a gun, right? But it's people who came out here who jumped on Ja and killed him. You know what I mean? Because he had a strap. But people who not even go better act for Deontay Wilder, which I don't got no problem with, because I'm not batting the eye for neither. You know what I mean? Because it's as a young as a black man, especially right when you're not in your own city, and even when you're in your own city, right? I would advise these guys to have guns. These guys are walking, breathing targets, licks. Everybody ain't able, right? Everybody not happy that you made it. Everybody don't want to see you make it. What's good, King Judah? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Judah. Glad you can make it. Judah said Wilder was in LA where celebrities been getting killed. Wilder did what he was supposed to do, and I 100% agree. Yo, I got 9 people in the building. I got 10 likes. Can I get everybody in here to hit that thumbs up for your boy? Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, would really appreciate it if y'all could hit that thumbs up. Whether it's your first time, if you could not make it your last time, hit that subscription button as well. We're here having us a boxing conversation about the Deontay Wilder situation. If you're just rolling in, or if you don't know, I'm about to tell you now, right? Deontay Wilder was arrested yesterday on felony gun charges. He was arrested and released yesterday on felony gun charges. He has already been, released from prison. Some people like to harp on oh, it's a felony charge. It is a felony charge. There's a degree, to charges, a degree and level to charges, even a degree and level to felony charges. Certain things just automatically, would equate for a felony charge. Doesn't mean that it's a harsh, charge. AB was good. What happened with Wilder is he got found with a concealed, loaded gun, which is illegal in California, right? But it's not inhumane these days for people to have guns. What's good, AB? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, AB. Glad you can make it. AB, the IC is in the building. Y'all do your boy solid. Hit that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in. I know some of us probably heard about the news, but if you ain't heard about the news, I want to come rap on it. I'll get my thoughts on it like I always do. But you know me, I'm consistent over here. I keep the same energy. So I got the same energy for Deontay Wilder that I had for, John Morant. And that energy is when you're a celebrity millionaire, I see no problem with, those guys having guns. Those guys are targets. And, people are sitting, watching and waiting to catch those guys like that, without a gun, right? They're everybody out here ain't happy that you made it. It's people who barely eat every day, right? It's people out here who's struggling and who don't mind taking yours. You know what I mean? Let's just use this for example. That was in California. Who just got killed in California? Pop Smoke was killed, in California. So for Deontay Wilder to walk around here with a strap, I don't see nothing wrong with it at all. I actually, would recommend it. Yes, it's a felony charge, but he's not a threat to society, which is why they let him out of jail as soon as he went in. They don't think, Deontay Wilder don't have the history or the record to where he get caught with a gun. Oh, he's a menace to society. We gotta lock him away. He ain't got no prior charges, no prior gun charges, no prior, cases, no prior bodies or anything like that. Just like he said, it's better to be safe. It's better to be safe and sorry. Yep, PB and Rock got killed there too in California, right? He actually from there. Right, PB and Rock got killed from California. He actually, is from there. Yeah, AB. Why they got caught with a gun in California? He got caught with a gun in California. It is a felony charge, right? But he already made it. He already been let out on bond, right? So he's not a menace or anything like that. They did give him a bond, but he did get arrested yesterday in Los Angeles, arrested and released on a gun charge. He made a comment about it. I'm gonna read from this article in just a second too. I just wanted to give y'all, the blow over type deal. He made a comment on Twitter. He made a comment on Twitter, and he said, "I'd rather be caught with it than caught without it," and I gotta 100% agree with Brother Wilder. On that, it is much better to get caught with it than caught without it, right? But I'm gonna go to this article so we could read, the details that they got for the boy. I gave y'all what I know. Now I'm about to go read from this article. Maybe they will have something here that I ain't touch on, which is why I read. Which is why I read and do my research type deal to find out new information, extra information, more information. You know what I mean? Type deal. But it's not as serious as people would want it to be. Yup, it's gonna say felony, right? Yup, it's gonna say felony, right? But it's not. He's not he's not a menace, to society. So he was given a bond same day that he went in. And if it's your first gun charge, I don't know how the laws work everywhere, but I know in Tennessee, your first gun charge, you just go in there, you pay about $300, and they let you out. You know what I mean? The first one, like a loaded gun in Tennessee, You can be caught loaded concealed weapon. You can get caught with it if it's your first time. You pay about $350 and they're gonna let you out of jail. You have to do your 12 hours, right? But they'll let you out of jail. But I digress. Here we go. Wilder was arrested for alleged possession of a concealed weapon in the early mornings of Tuesday in Los Angeles. TMZ reported this, right? So, hey. The former heavyweight champ was stopped around 1:15 a.m. in Hollywood because police said the windows of his Rolls Royce were illegally tinted and his license plate was obstructed. Police officers searched the car after smelling what TMZ described as a burnt marijuana smell. That means smoke weed. And they said they found a gun and a 9mm gun. According to they found the drug weed and the 9mm gun. Now, AB, you can't conceal in California. Nope, you can't have concealed weapons in California. Nope, you can't have concealed weapons in Cali. So they found weed and they found the pistol. You know what I mean? In the car, Deontay Wilder, they was able to search the car because they smelled weed, right? Which is crazy because weed is legal, right? So even if they smell it, you're allowed to search the car in Cali, even though it's legal. You know what I mean? I think that's a little skewed, right? But I digress. Wilder, who was cooperative with the arrest and spent part of the morning in jail, he bonded out of jail around 5:30 a.m. local time. The 37-year-old from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, reportedly had been in talks to fight fellow title holder Anthony Joshua in what would be a massive event, particularly in the UK. Wilder also stated his desire to fight former UFC champion heavyweight Francis Ngannou, who is a free agent. Wilder, 43-2-1, bounced back with a win over Robert Helenius. So pretty much what I just got from the article, pretty much what I said, he got arrested for possession of a concealed weapon, and they also found, weed in the car. But it's California, so he ain't got to worry about that weed charge. It was good, Ant. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Ant. Glad you can make it, pimp. Glad you can make it. I've been good, my brother. Hope everything been, well with you. I ain't gonna hold y'all up in this thing too long. Just want to come here and hit y'all with that, tad bit. Get my thoughts on it a little bit. I see some people, right? Don't care about, Deontay Wilder being caught with the gun, which I don't, because I'm some people, right? But I'm one of the people who didn't really care and who understood, right? The same reason that Ja Morant had the gun. I think the same reason Deontay Wilder had the gun, the same reason Ja Morant had the gun. But you got some people, right? You got some people who can understand. You got some people who can understand one, but not the other when they both have the guns, for the same reason. But, just your boy certainty, if anything is consistent. And I consistently don't give a care about Wilder having this strap, just like I consistently didn't give a care about Ja having this strap. But I ain't gonna keep y'all in this thing too long. Glad I can make it, man. Skin the Hardaway certainty. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but just the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.